Hi guys, welcome back to Lemphalation. This is Jovita here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my experience appearing for the Lantite exam, which is a mandatory literacy and numeracy exam in Victoria for all teachers teaching in the primary and secondary sector. So I'm going to be sharing my experience as well as different aspects about this exam. If you do find this video helpful in any possible way, please don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up and also subscribe for more such videos. And if you'd like to learn more about this exam and listen to my experience as well, then please keep watching. Speaking about my own experience giving this exam, I remember the first time, like I mentioned, we were told about this exam in our first week or our second week of our master's course, and we were reassured by the professor that it's a very easy course, you do not have to prepare much for it. If you have basic knowledge of numeracy and literacy, you can pass this examination. So I personally didn't take it very seriously, and I remember just brushing up a few basic concepts of numeracy and reading up about the literacy exam before I went in for the test. And I had booked both the tests on the same day, so I had 2 hours of the literacy and then 2 hours of the numeracy, and you get the results, I guess, after 1.5 or 2 months. I'm not really sure. It was a very long time that we had to wait for our result, and when I got my result back, I had cleared my literacy section, but I did not clear my numeracy, and it was obviously very stressful and heartbreaking for me because most of my batchmates had cleared both exams, but there were a lot of us who had failed either the literacy or the numeracy, and we were told that we'd have to give a second attempt probably in the second term, and then I had to spend another $98 to get my second attempt booked in. And I remember the second time I prepared way more than my first attempt, and I was much more confident, and the paper that I appeared for was so easy. Like, it was actually what the professor had said. It was very basic, it was very easy, and I remember knowing the answers to most of the questions. I was able to solve most of the questions, and I was very confident that this time I have done it, and unfortunately again I did not clear it, and I did not understand why, and it was very frustrating because I remember feeling so confident after appearing for the paper and still not getting a pass was a bit confusing at that time. But like I said, once you understand the marking system, you would know why you didn't clear it. But I had only another attempt left because it was my third and last attempt, so I had to, it was like a do or die situation. So I remember preparing a lot. I did a lot of online practice tests, I did NAPLAN tests, I did all of it, and I went in for my third attempt, and I remember the exam being very easy again, and this time I was able to do much better than my second attempt, and this time I was like, yes, it's going to be I'm done with my numeracy test and I do not have to worry about it again. And then I get my result, and guess what? I didn't clear it again. So this was like a big burden on me because it was the third attempt that I hadn't cleared out, and I had already spent like $300 for this test, and I was just furious at that time. Like, why am I not being able to clear this test? And after your third attempt, the university does get in touch with you because obviously they have to provide that official letter to ASA stating that you are working hard enough to get your scores on this test. And I remember I was nearing the end of my master's. The only thing that was stopping me from getting my certificate was this stupid test. So I had to just get in touch with a counselor who then got me in touch with the people who coordinate this examination. I had like 1 or 2 counseling sessions with the student counselor to find out what exactly I needed help with and why I wasn't able to clear this test. I also had to write a letter to the university stating that I'm an international student and I'm new to the country and I wasn't sure how to prepare for the exam, and I've been working as well as studying, so that has caused a lot of stress. So I had to provide a written letter to the university stating that I am working towards clearing this exam, and that's when my counselors got me onto the IXL website where I used to practice a lot of different questions, and I remember going in for the 4th attempt really nervous because I didn't want to lose out on my master's degree for the primary education part of it. And I remember the exam being extremely difficult, so probably all the questions that came on that exam were a band 3, and I remember most of the questions were so difficult that I was unable to solve the questions in time, and after the paper was done I was terrified because I had felt I had not cleared it and I wasn't going to get my degree. But somehow I cleared it in my 4th attempt and I got my master's degree, and the only sensible explanation to that would be that probably the questions on the exam were a higher difficulty level, and that's why I was able to clear it with whatever questions I could appear. So overall, I would say this was one of the most stressful, one of the most frustrating experiences of my master's degree. It took me a lot of money, a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of stress, and I felt like if there was some sort of coaching or tutorials that were given to us during our degree, it would have been much more helpful in the first place, rather than telling us that it was so easy and basic. But I guess over the years and over the different terms of the uni, people have realized that this is not how you prepare for a Lantite exam, because it's quite vague in the marking system, as well as it's quite difficult for anyone who isn't really good at numeracy or literacy. So I guess now I'm not really sure if the uni is providing extra support, but if they aren't, you can definitely make use of all of these online tools that I've just mentioned to you and just practice, practice and practice, because nothing else is going to save you in this exam except just practicing and having an idea of what to expect. But overall, I guess it was a learning experience, and it was for the best. I guess it was a testing phase during my master's, and I'm glad that I was able to clear it and get my master's degree. For those of you who are currently in your master's going through the same phase as me, do not give up. I am sure it's very stressful. It can get very pressurizing, but do not give up. Keep going. If you need help, make sure you get in touch with the university. They are always helpful. They're always there to guide you and to support you. And if there are any questions that you do have related to this examination, let me know in the comment section below, and I can try to help you out as much as I can. So that was it for today's video. I hope this was helpful in some way. There were many people who were asking me questions about Lantite, and I felt I should do this video because it's something that I have gone through first-handed and I know how it feels. It's very, very stressful, but you will get through it. If I could get through it, you can get through it too. So if you did like this video and if you did find it helpful in any way, please don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel for more of such videos. Don't forget to click the bell icon right next to the subscribe button to get notified every time I upload a new video. And that was it for today. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Until then, peace and love. Bye.